Danny! Your fishy going to show you his fanny. Danny! Danny! Fishy going to show you his fanny. Danny! Danny! What the fuck's up with my volume, man? There it is. You better click on. Show these guys what one looks like. What are you guys up to? Well, excuse me. Hope you guys are doing well. Hit that button. Had to go send my big Clydesdales to go eat because she's hungry and someone's got to feed her. Because she's my big old blimp. And she's my chunky Clydesdale. And somebody will feed her. Chunky. Mama's got a big old gut. And somebody will feed her. Chunky's butt. What are you guys up to? Hope you guys are doing well. What the hell was that? I had to go get my boots and stuff. I work with a lot of good people and stuff. What are you guys up to, man? I appreciate them super chats again. I'd say I was surprised, but I'm not. You know, I do it every day, baby. Appreciate you guys. You guys got this channel at a few $100s. I'm about to get that money in a couple days. Just got paid today, man. I'm about to explode now. Dustin time. I gotta start getting some rest on Sundays, man. I looked a little rough on Sunday, bro. That fucking work week beat me up. Danny! Hold on a second. I'm shaving my taint. It's basically what I like to do when I go live and shit. You know what I mean? Whether they can, whether they go. Fishy city that you love. Yeah. Tubular. What are you guys up to? You guys want to see my tube? Look at this thing. Look at it. Look at this thing. You know what I feed it? Blondes. Oh, it's my wallet. Oh. Daddy, get a jingle. I always get the last laugh. You seen that shit? That's my left pocket. You want to see the right? I didn't even need to get paid today. Is that ready? Look. What you guys up to, man? I gotta light it up, man. That's why I'm on here. The profit. Light it up. Light it up. You know what the fuck time it is, son? Young Shooter, I appreciate you, bro. Become a sponsor today. Become a sponsor today. I had to eat real quick, buddy. Wallet looking chunky, son. Yo, Dr. Fish, your wallet look like it's on steroids. Yeah. Now I can handle my business. What the fuck? I just found this little screwdriver. What are you guys up to out there, man? Let's get it rolling. Let me make a cup of coffee and I'm going to start pointing and stuff so we can get to the point. I don't know what you guys do on social media, but over here, Dr. Fish makes the buck. Just like that last stream. And you can take that to the bank, kid. That's the best part. Where's one of my buddies at? Appreciate you. I'm gonna start. Danny. Danny. You want to see my fish, Fanny? Guys up there. I don't know what PDF means, yo. I don't know what that shit means. You guys gotta type in English over here. Dr. Fish ain't up with all them slangs. And I know what I know. Super chat. That's what slang I know. Show him, Danny. Show him the slang, guy. Let me fix this real quick. I'm in top chat. Yeah. I don't know what that means, buddy. I'm not up with all this slang shit. Dr. Fish knows dinero. Dinero. Buckaroo. Oh, that's not how you say it. Dr. Fish knows dinero. I don't know what FD or what does that mean? I don't know all these little slang stuff, and you know what I mean? I don't. You know what I mean? I'm on here to light it up. I wish there was some other reason, but there's not. Come on, somebody light it up so I can thumbnail you. Let's go. Don't all volunteer at once. My objective is to get rid of all non-hackers. That's my objective on this app. Super chat is our business, ladies, and business is good. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Hold on, I'm cleaning out my pockets and shit. That's my biggest problem at work and shit. My wallet and shit, because I carry 2 wallets and stuff. My emergency wallet pulls my pants down. And I gotta wear my belt so fucking tight it cuts off the circulation in my left ass cheek, like right here, son. Look at that shit. Cutting off my ass cheek circulation. At a car right now, we go to the strip club real quick and shit. We leave broke with glitter all over our face and shit. She kind of liked me, you know? Maybe in my 20s and shit. Them fucking girls that eat this wallet and shit. You be thinking you the shit, walking in, got all kinds of money. You be walking out and shit, and fucking broke with glitter all over you. I swear them girls put glitter on you on purpose and shit. What the fuck, bro? Danny! Danny! Yeah, I don't know what PDF means. Sounds like a beer or something, bro. Yeah, I don't know what that means and shit. I don't speak Swahili and shit. I know fish eating. Yeah. Who's out there with me? A lot of people will ask you, what is a fish, Dr. Fish? Well, that can mean a lot of different things, but in general, the typical fish is adapted to live in water. It possesses gills for breathing, fins for locomotion and stabilization, has an internal skeleton, often is covered with scales, and are ectothermic, cold-blooded, meaning their body temperature fluctuates with the surrounding environment. They can't regulate their internal temperature. The surrounding water regulates the fish's body temperature, affecting their metabolic rates. If the water is cold, the fish will become lethargic, sluggish, not active. If the water is too warm, the fish will become dormant. If the water is in the fish's temperature preference, the fish will become moderately active. How do fishes breathe, Dr. Fish? As a fish swims, it opens its mouth, water flows through its gills and goes out its operculum. The gill is composed of gill arches, which support gill rakers and gill filaments. These filaments contain minute blood capillaries. When oxygen-rich water is pumped across the gill filaments, the dissolved oxygen diffuses across thin membranes of the filaments and enters the blood. The gill filaments are the lungs of fishes. They extract dissolved oxygen from the water, which is only a few parts per million, and some fishes can extract up to 85% of that O2. Say it. Why are fish slimy, Dr. Fish? The slimy mucus probably serves to reduce friction between the fish's body and the water and lessen the possibility of bacteria and parasites gaining a foothold on the fish's skin. Fish odors or body odor are found in a slimy covering. These odors diffuse into the surrounding water, alerting others to the fish's presence by chemical communication. Say it. You guys are going to learn tonight, son. It's time to learn. My name's Dustin Michael Hoffman, and I'm a marine biologist. Oh, yeah. Get excited for that great white shark. Always remember the number 3, because they have 300 teeth, and they're the 3rd largest fish in the sea. Average length, 13 to 16 feet, with an average weight of 1,500 to 2,450 pounds. Species in Cuba, though, were excess of 8,000 pounds. 3rd largest fish in the sea. Say it. Get excited for it. Sharks are actually pretty easy. You give birth 3 different ways. You can be oviparous, ovoviviparous, or viviparous. Say it. That's the 3 different ways sharks give birth. Get excited for it. You're going to learn today. Fastest shark species is a short-finned mako shark. Say it. Largest is the whale shark. It's actually a species. Now always remember, a species is a group of closely related individuals classified as a species by a competent taxonomist on the basis of anatomy, physiology, and other characteristics, including genetic comparisons where possible. You ever hold a largemouth bass in your hand? Remember, that's Micropterus salmoides. Member of the sunfish family. Depending on your geographic distribution, there's 32 to 38 different species. Get excited for it. Pan shape. Body of the fish can breast vertically. Rough edged tenoid scales. 2-section dorsal fin with spiny rays near the front. Most prefer warmer water temperatures of 70 to 85 degrees. Get excited for it. Remember, when you go to college, go for your focal point. Don't fucking just go to go. Be the man. Fastest fish in the ocean. Cosmopolitan sailfish in a camp in Florida took out 300 feet of line in 3 seconds. That's equivalent to a velocity of 68 miles per hour. Say it. You guys all seen a swordfish before, and you seen a billfish. What's the difference between billfishes? Differ from swordfishes in having the snout rounded rather than flat in cross section. Teeth and jaws, scales, pelvic fins, and 2 keels are present on the quadrupeduncle. Say it. I always got a kick out of it. You guys have no idea what a quadrupeduncle is, huh? No fucking idea. Oh, yeah. Yo, Mr. Marine Biologist, how come you can't fucking spell for shit? I'm a horrible speller. Who's out there with me? Why do fishes light up, fishy? Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, I can. What is that called? Blue collar girl. What money? I have money. I don't feel like flashing money and shit. It's gonna affect my super chats. What's up, Cool Water buddy? It's good to see you. What's up, buddy? I appreciate you. You're awesome. What you did today, buddy? It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you, buddy. Yeah. No, I probably barely have $1,000 on me, bro. I'm a blue collar guy, dude. I work as a cook and a dishwasher and stuff. Even though I'm a field biologist, if I was practicing, I'd be in the middle of the ocean squirting in socks because you don't have a girlfriend and shit. Like, I don't want to be married to my job and shit. It's a career and stuff, and truthfully, it doesn't really pay that, you know what I mean? I want to go back to this guy and shit. You know what I mean? That used to be me and shit. I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. Yo, what happened, guy? You got civilized and soft. You guys are awesome people. I appreciate you guys wasting your time even stopping in. I'm a hell of a nice guy. Well, I'm not really I'm a good guy. Nice guys will lie to you and shit. Good guys, we're just good. You know, I'm a regular guy and shit. You know, that's my buddy right here. You see him? That's motherfucker look good, don't he? Don't you just wish he was in your pocket? I fucking love that guy. Doesn't he look good? I had one of my buddies over here earlier and shit because I was trying to pay him. I was like, I'll give you $20 if you can cheer my friend up. He's a little blue. Yeah. No, I know the fishes and stuff. Listen, I use psychology as a streamer. People don't really. I know. I'm a marine biologist. I understand fishes and stuff. I just work an honest job and stuff. And in real life, I kind of bump heads with a lot of people because I don't think they understand who they're speaking to. You can't. There's an old saying: a wise man can play a fool, but a fool cannot play wise. It's all fun and games until they bring up a fish or some type of species of animal. Then all of a sudden, anywhere I'm at, the whole room will stop. Been like that for the last 29 years. That's one thing. I'm not an expert at many things, but when it comes to fishes, I got it. Took me 9 years to be able to do all that. It's all memorization and recite with fishes. It's very difficult. Whether you're jumping from a hammerhead shark or to a marine mammal, such as you could take a dolphin that could swim at 25 to 31 miles per hour. Well, I won't discuss minimum cost of transport. Max duration of breath hold, they can hold their breath for up to 8 to 12 minutes. They're mammalian, so being a marine mammal, they're going to have mammalian characteristics, a respiratory system designed to breathe atmospheric air. They're endothermic, warm-blooded. They give live birth. They have milk-producing mammary glands to nurse their young. Dolphins actually have hair on their lower jaw, and they have a well-developed brain that they inherited from their terrestrial ancestors. A dolphin's brain is actually larger than a human's brain, but brain-to-body weight ratio is greater in humans, meaning we use more of our brain. The most aggressive species of cetacean other than an orca, and remember, orcas swim in pods. They swim in resonant pods, which are 3 to 80. They're larger than transit pods. The difference is with their geographic distribution is what they're foraging on. Resonant groups feed exclusively on fishes. Transit groups, which are 1 to 15, a lot smaller, they feed on endothermic prey. Endothermic means warm-blooded. Say it. Hold on, I'm looking for something and I can't find it. I really can't. Oh, but being a biologist, you're not going to know it. That's why I started this stream off. There's 3 classes of living fishes. You have the agnathans, which are the jawless fishes. It means jawless in Greek. You have the bony fishes, which are the largest group of the 3. Then you have the cartilaginous fishes, which are sharks, skates, rays, and rat fishes. They are distinguished from one another by the structure of their mouths and by the different types of skeletal structures they have. You have to learn the biology of the fishes. That's why I started the typical fish. The typical fish is what? Adapted to live in water. It possesses gills for breathing, fins for locomotion. It's biology. That's why I liked it. It was very easy for me. You got to know common characteristics. For example, in the ocean, there's 3 commonly used criteria for classifying marine organisms: their geographic distribution, their evolutionary interrelationships, and their trophic interreactions. Many fishes begin life as tiny zooplankton, then gradually develop into nectonic animals as their size increases and swimming abilities improve. Even tuna, for example. Tuna are a continuous swimmer. They swim 5 to 10 miles an hour their whole lives, always swim in schools and never sleep. That's why their body temperature is elevated past the surrounding seawater, because they're constantly moving. The biology behind that is they have cutaneous arteries associated with extensive countercurrent heat exchangers that facilitate the heat retention within the red muscles. You understand? That's basically all it is. Don't get confused with fishes. Even with sharks, when you look at a shark, you see how it's dark on the top and on the bottom it's light. That's called counter shading. And counter shading, since the dorsal side is dark, look, for example, I'll show you. In counter shading, since the dorsal side is dark, one above the fish will see the dark back against the darkness of the depths. One below the fish will see the light belly against the relatively sunlit background. This makes the fish hard to see at any angle. It's called counter shading. Now, if you look at Nemo, which is a species of anemone fish, and there's 29 species, it has them, it's called disruptive contrast. They don't have counter shading. They have that pattern, which is, again, is called disruptive contrast. Disruptive contrast works by a fish having contrasting colors that confuse the predator. The predator observes the pattern and does not see the fish. Just like, always remember, every time you see Nemo or Finding Nemo, remember, anemone fish. Remember, 29 species. Everybody talks about the frankenfish, or they talk about snakeheads, northern snakehead. Remember, 29 species also. Remember, again, geographic distribution. Obviously, they're not from here, but they're going to flourish in certain states because it mimics their geographic distribution. And they're what? Ectothermic. We just discussed typical fish characteristics. Say it. Again, it's not a largemouth bass. It's Micropterus salmoides. Burst swimming speeds of 12 miles an hour, lifespan of 16 years, sees the world as if it's looking through a pair of yellow sunglasses, and can distinguish among 24 different shades of color. For example, a female Micropterus salmoides holds 7 to 14,000 roe. Largemouth bass, Micropterus salmoides, spawn when the water hits 64 degrees and 1 to 3 feet of water. The male fashions the nest. The female comes along and deposits her roe. Fish sperm is called milt. After she broadcast her roe into the nest the male fashions, and he basically uses his milk to fertilize the eggs, and she does that with more than one male. Then she retires to deeper water. That's why during the spawn for Micropterus salmoides, you go in deep water and you'll catch the big females. Learn the biology of fishes. It'll help you hold the big fishes. You won't have to talk about it. You won't have to hear from me. You learn the biology of them, you'll always hold them. Your biggest problem will get that slimy mucus smell off your hand, because you have to have lemon. You always use lemon juice. Just make sure you don't have no cuts on your hands, because it does hurt. Yeah, I bump heads with a lot of people out here sometimes. These people act like they know animals or this or that. It doesn't really work out for them, dude. I've been trained. You guys been watching me in this stream, you can tell I've been trained. You just don't know that stuff off the top of your head. I was trained. Trained to be an expert. And the photographic memory works either way. You could jump right to the Bible. Quote 10 Bible verses, Mr. Born-Again Christian. You know, you should be able to just go. If you have a photographic memory, it could be any book you're reading. You know, you should be able to know. If you read the Bible, Dr. Fish, relate 3 different Bible verses that tell you to go to work. Labor with your hands, the thing at which is good, and you shall prosper. He that tilleth his land shall have plenty of bread, but he that follow after vain persons shall have poverty enough. As a bird wandereth from its nest, as a man shouldn't wander from his place. He that diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it shall come back upon him. Let us I could quote 100 Bible verses without even trying. I have a photographic memory. It helps me excel, but it also I bump heads with a lot of people in real life because their intellect's kind of like this. A wise man can play a fool, but a fool can't play wise. You can't just wake up and pretend you're smart one day. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Oh, where's my lighter at? I know I found another lighter. Where's my lighter at? There, lights out. Oh, I want to kiss you all. Where'd you go, Mongo? Who's out there with me? We got none of my buddies with me. I need a buddy. It was not kind of nasty, bro. I need like a Filipino chick half naked cooking me some fucking rice and beans or something, bro. For real. Remember, shark fin soup too, guys. It's very expensive. I won't beat you guys down with marine biology. It's just very entertaining. It catches people off guard because they see me on here acting a fool, and I'm really kind of playing you guys in a little bit, using psychology and abnormal psychology. It's not that I'm playing you, I'm just using intellect, guys. It surprises people. They don't know how to take guys like me. He act like a dipshit, and all of a sudden he can switch to a marine biologist. It really throws fucking people off, 100%. They don't even know what to say. Then they'll ask a fish question, and you impress them even more, and they get very humble with the fishes. That's one thing I've noticed. It's the only thing I can do it with. The Bible, everybody, like with certain things with the Bible, people want to pick on you, you know? You got people comparing Elijah Muhammad to Jesus, saying in John chapter 14, they say, oh, the Comforter, that's Elijah Muhammad. How could it be Elijah Muhammad when the Bible is 560 years before that? How can it be Elijah Muhammad? How's he the Comforter they're speaking of in the Gospel of John? It's because they're lying to you. The Comforter is the Holy Spirit. The book of 1 John reads, there are three that bear record in heaven: the Father, the Word, and the Holy Spirit. So don't be surprised. Don't let these guys try to fool you. Oh, that's Elijah Muhammad. How could it be him when it's 560 years before their book? What are they, high or something? Maybe they get that off on some dumb people or something, but that shit does not work with me, bro. 100%. In our Christian Bible, those 800,000 words of fun I memorize and sleep with, it teaches Jesus is one of three. It's Elohim. It's three of them. That's why Jesus is praying. It's communication to the Father. Jesus says, I'm the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending, the first and the last, the living one. It says, verily, verily, before Abraham was, I am. If you've seen me, you've seen my Father also. What do you think he means by that? I don't know what book they're reading. This shit really fathoms me sometimes. People go to church too. After church, could they quote 3 Bible verses? It's important. Write my word on the tablet of your heart. I smoke people with intellect, man. I swear I do. 100%. Without even trying. They'll hit you with that same John 3:16 verse. Don't you think you should memorize a different one? For real. They'd be so, for God so loved the world. They don't even know who God is when they read the Bible. They need to recognize it's 3 of them working as a team. Genesis 1:26 reads, it says, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. And when you read John chapter 1, verse 14, it says the Word became flesh. It didn't say a duck became flesh. It didn't say a dildo became flesh. It said the Word became flesh. I don't know what book they're reading, but tonight you guys will get a winning message. I hate that shit. That shit with that Muslim stuff pisses me off consistently. Trying to say it's the Comforter and John. That shit used to aggravate me. What are you guys up to? I just love Jesus. I know I act like a fool and stuff, but I'm really not. I play a fool. You gotta dumb yourself down on here and stuff, man. You be trying to have a serious chat and stuff. You got somebody coming in, oh, could you wipe my ass? Like, you gotta treat these guys like worms. And remember, there are 9,000 species of worms. They're called annelids. In Greek, it means little rings. That's why you hold a earthworm in your hand or a nightcrawler. You see the little rings on it, say annelid. Oh, that's Greek for little rings. Then say segmentation. Say it. Every time you see a worm from now on, remember annelids. Remember 9,000 species. Remember this. I'll never steer you wrong with intellect, guys. Ever. You will learn with Dr. Fish. Oh, yeah, look like Fishy going off again. Oh, yeah. You know? Hey. Now, that's the truth with Jesus and stuff. Don't get confused. As a flesh vessel he's in. That's why it said the Word became flesh. And when you read the Bible, Revelation chapter 4, what does it say? It discusses what? The throne in heaven. I don't know what book these guys are reading, bro. It fathoms me sometimes with these fake Christians and stuff. They could have a gun to their head and couldn't quote 10 Bible verses. It's sad, bro. Satan's doing his job. It's sad to see it. Not saying I'm perfect and stuff. My difficulty is walking the path. It has nothing to do with memorize. Lucifer knows all the scriptures. He loved to quote Psalm 91, the end of it. Psalm 91 reads, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, and in Him will I trust." Turn to your Bible right now and go read Psalms 91. Dr. Fish is on point like a ballpoint. Photographic memory. My weakness is mathematics. Mathematics is stuff you can't memorize certain things. Mathematics is a universal language to the universe. A lot of people got to look at, when I was in college, I had to look at math problems differently. I'm looking at it, it's like it's something I got to solve. When you're dealing with variables and things, it's a language. You got to communicate. That's why you even see that movie Good Will Hunting and certain things. They're sitting looking at each other, not saying a word, but they're communicating in math problems. It's a universal language. Mathematics proves to intelligent design. Charles Darwin was full of shit. Everybody has an opinion about evolution. You guys couldn't tell me what he was on a ship called the HMS Beagle from 1831 to 1836. You know, everybody's got an opinion on evolution, but nobody knows the name of his ship he was on. That's why don't ask them that, because if they don't know the name of the ship, don't take anything of what they say about Charles Darwin. His mother died in Shrewsbury, England when he was 8 years old. He showed adaptations. Adaptations are characteristics to help an organism survive in its environment or reproduce. He didn't show, that's why they call it the theory of evolution. It's called the Darwinian theory. That's why it's called the Big Bang Theory. You guys want to read a good author, his name's C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis is a Christian guy, but he's also a scientist. C.S. Lewis rips these guys and picks them apart completely. And trust me, I had to learn. I know more about Charles Darwin than all you guys put together times 100. Trust me. I could teach you. I could jump from tetrapods, which are birds. I could tell you. Have faith in fish. Charles Darwin was full of shit. He got in a lot of trouble after that fire. He faked drawings. The moths, and remember, there's more than 168,000 species of moths. There's 22,000 species of butterflies. Charles Darwin after that fire, he saw the moths were adapting. They were having adaptations. They weren't evolving. He was a very good scientist, though. I'm not discrediting his work. His work is, he's the most famous marine biologist. You guys can Google it right now. Who's the most famous marine biologist? His name will pop up. It's him. You know why? Because he was on the ocean for 5 years in that HMS Beagle. He even had a tortoise named Harriet, who just passed away like recently in the last, probably last decade. What are you guys up to? Charles Darwin, it's why it's called the theory of evolution. Because you look in the mirror. Obviously, we were intelligently designed. What is a human? You're bilaterally symmetrical. You're carbon-based, 72 to 75% water. You're a mammalian, amniotic, tetrapodal, cercopter, genesthecthoan, vertebrate, cranial chordate. That's what you are. Look in the mirror. What are you? A mammalian, amniotic, tetrapodal, cercopter, genesthecthoan, vertebrate, cranial chordate. Look in the mirror. What are you? That's what you are. You were intelligently designed. You're watching me from a cell phone right now. They were probably naked in a factory, intelligently designed. Look, bang! We're not going to add, come on, guys. Wake the fuck up. It's a fallacy. Nothing working for nothing by nothing begot everything. Evolution doesn't hold weight. Dr. Fish really is a marine scientist, 100%. They're full of shit. It pisses me off. Charles Darwin, when he was on that ship, his wife thought he was crazy. The captain wanted to throw him overboard. You know what he liked? He liked arthropods. Arthropods in Greek means jointed feet. For example, in a royal mile of land, there's more species of arthropods than there are people in the world. Say it, arthropod. You see that fly that buzzes by you. Remember, flies have a lifespan of 7 to 10 days. Remember that. So their whole life, what is that fly trying to do? Other than eat shit and bother people. A common house fly, they only live for 7 to 10 days, less than 2 weeks. Remember this. You guys know how fast a fly can fly? No fucking idea either. Or a bumblebee, huh? It's okay. Tonight you're going to learn. Dr. Fish is going to become them bumblebees for you. Remember, there's 250 species of bumblebees worldwide. In the United States, it fluctuates depending on geographic distribution, but it's 43 to 46 depending on your geographic distribution. Get excited with it. They can fly to 6 to 10 miles an hour, a bumblebee. So every time you see one, get excited. Where the fuck is my coffee at? Oh, cafe. Gringo, poquito español. El mi amo, señor Pescado. You want me to teach you in Spanish? Which one do you guys want? Gringo, mucho marijuana. Oh, it's 3.7 for a fly? Thank you. I didn't know that one off the top of my head. I stay away from number diversities and certain things with even aquatic vertebrate. You don't want to get confused because I take my college textbooks any day over when I was memorizing them books. There was no Google. The typical fish is adapted to living. There was no Google. It's either you had it or you didn't have it. Computers were a new thing. It was a trend. We didn't think they were going to make it. 100%. None of us thought they were going to make it. It's a trend. But boy, was I wrong. I think the internet's the greatest invention ever invented. Hands down. Everybody, I wish we could go back to the old days. No, you fucking don't. I'll take my phone any day of the week. Here, I support now. I like the technology. I'd take this phone over fucking Cockbuster any day of the week. People not rewinding their tapes. Stale ass popcorn. Fuck out of here. I'll take my phone any day of the week. I just got the balls to say it. It's okay if you use Safari and stuff. I Google certain things, like, you know what I mean? You know what animal has the largest penis? Think about it. It's not too hard. What animal has the largest penis, young shooter? And I'm not speaking of humans, a mammalian, amniotic, tetrapodal, cercopter, genesthecthoan, vertebrate, cranial chordate. Because if it was us, semen ejects the penis at 28 miles an hour and go 18 feet. So open wide. A horse, good guess. Think the ocean. Think the ocean. Think of the ocean. What's big in the ocean? What is big in the ocean? And this wee wee can get to 10 feet long. 10 feet long. It's larger than any of the dinosaurs to ever live, this creature I'm speaking of. When it's born, a baby blue whale weighs about 3 tons, and it's weaned a scan of 7 months where it goes from 3 tons to 23 tons. Has the largest penis. 10 feet. A whale's penis is actually called a dork. In certain species of aquatic vertebrate, we were discussing the 3 classes of living fishes. It's more present in species of cartilaginous fishes, an extension of their pelvic fin, and it's called a clasper. Fish sperm is called milt. It's not called sperm, it's called milt. And remember, in marine biology, it's always fishes. It's never just a fish, it's marine fishes. You know? It is the ocean. You got to, because a lot of people, a horse, a whale, a pig, your dog, your little cat sitting on your lap, they have mammalian characteristics, which I just discussed earlier. Respiratory system designed to breathe atmospheric, endothermic, warm-blooded. Give live birth. Look, milk-producing mammary glands to nurse their young. You understand? It's all the same. That's called learning the biology of it. That's what a biologist does. You're not going to know every species, but you got to know the biology of it. That's God's honest truth. 100%, bro. I don't know how else to explain it. Let's switch topics and shit. Who you guys think the greatest rapper is? I'll give you my top 5 greatest rappers. I'll probably roll with Tupac, Eminem. Best of the best all time. I'll take Lil Wayne on my list. And I'll tell you why I take Lil Wayne on my list. Because Lil Wayne's punchlines were always sick. I remember being a young kid and he's fucking half naked with, remember he was in Cash Money? Remember he was like a little kid? He's been doing that shit ever since he was a little kid. Remember he was rolling around in the Expedition. Remember, for real, yo. Lil Wayne's like, I swear we wouldn't have Drake or Nicki Minaj if it wasn't for Lil Wayne. And Nicki Minaj is pretty good as a female. You think she's the best female rapper? I liked Big L. I thought Nas was a little overrated and shit. Jay-Z was always on the map and shit, but Jay-Z's music and shit is kind of... He doesn't have them... He does, though. He really is one of the best, though. Jay-Z really is one of the best. You got to think, one thing I can say about Jay-Z is he was consistent. You turn on one of his old albums, Oracular... Pockets stay full. Yeah, it's just certain things he says. And then Biggie's with him. Biggie was another one that was good. I like Big L. I like Dipset. I think DMX would be on my list. I think DMX was a great rapper. I think DMX would definitely be like top 5, top 10. I understand people like Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD was nowhere near as good as a rapper as DMX, bro. It's not even fucking close. I'm not saying Juice WRLD and all that little whining shit and all that stuff. I respect the guy and rest in peace and stuff because he was really famous. But to put him on a category like DMX or something, come on, guys. Are you fucking serious? Are you kidding me? Is that a joke or something? Even 50 Cent when he came out, I guarantee you, when Get Rich or Die Trying, I guarantee he sold more albums than that kid. 100%. Maybe these new society today, they like these little same fucking beats with somebody whining on it. Like, here, grow the fuck up. Sounds like shit. Lil Wayne don't sound like that. Nicki Minaj isn't fucking mumbling. You click on Young Shooter, who's a rapper. You click on one of his rap songs. You don't hear him mumbling. I just don't like that mumble rap bullshit, bro. I'm fucking complaining and shit. What was that one guy that 50 Cent liked that he said was Richie Rude or something? You know what I'm talking about, bro? There's a lot of rappers and shit. You know, I don't always listen, like, I listen to bands and shit too. You know what I mean? When I was growing up, rock and roll was way bigger than hip hop. We didn't even know about hip hop till Run DMC came in that Aerosmith song. That's what it was. It was a trend. It was something that really wasn't going to rise, but it surpassed rock and roll. 100%. It's way bigger, more popular, sells more. The shows are more extravagant. 100%. I liked Big L. He got shot in his face, I heard, and shit. Big L was pretty staunch, bro. Staunch. I can't even try to sound ghetto in any way. The college tongue, staunch. You guys don't even know what that means. Staunch. The fuck out of here, you gregarious pariah. Dr. Fish was getting very verbose and vociferous in his chat last night. I tell you what, the two girls I work with, one's named Ariel and one's named Adrian, right? It's nice because they're in college and stuff. I hear them talk sometimes. I hear them words and it excites me. You can tell they're in that same building I went to. That's where you learn them words. It made me feel a little contrite, you know? Dr. Fish, why you look contrite? Yo, Dr. Fish, why you look naked at night? Listen, I'm the wrong complexion for the connection with rap stuff too. Like I'm not a culture vulture and shit. Like it's like how Denzel. I clicked on a clip probably a year ago, and Denzel Washington was speaking of directors, and he said, you know, that director Swayze or something, he's not gonna know what a hot comb. That's why he wanted a black director, and I agree with him. He's not gonna know what a hot comb smells like on a Sunday. He's not a part of that culture. You understand? You can't just wake up and look in the mirror and pretend you're a black man and shit, guys. The black man, this is a statistic proven fact. A black male in America is the most copied off of man in the United States. The number one selling job for a black male under the age of 21, statistically showing, is selling crack cocaine. I have a photographic memory. I'm not a racist. I'm not a bigot. I keep it real. I have a photographic memory. I read stuff. And once I read it, I memorize it. It's like a curse almost. It helped me in school and stuff, but don't ever take anything I'm saying wrong. It's just for educational purposes. And it's God's honest truth and very factual. You guys can do your research. I don't want to be like, oh, trust me, bro. I have a photographic memory. If you guys been watching this stream, you should be able to tell. Can't get my coffee caliente. You know how you say coffee in Spanish? It's cafe. Gringo. Gringo, mucho marihuana. Now you say kiss my ass in Spanish. You be besa mi culo. Now you say kiss your ness. It'd be besa mi la pinga. Or bicho. You could say it either one. There's different ways. I learned a Mexican dialect when I learned Spanish. I speak Mexican basically. I had a Mexican tutor. Yes, I had a tutor. Where's my boy, young shooter? I'm gonna stick my finger in his pooper. Like this is what young shooter does at night. Guys are awesome, man. Like that stream. Let's jump back to marine biology. Where we want to go? How they light up, bioluminescence, and photophores. What do you guys want? Essence is the emission and production of light by a living organism. Say it. How do fishes light up, Dr. Fish? Because they have photophores, which are light-producing organs. They create bioluminescence, which is the production and emission of light by a living organism. Photophores are usually cup-shaped. They may have elaborate focusing lenses and reflectors that concentrate and direct the light produced by the photosites. Photophores are generally controlled by nerves and are supplied with blood vessels that deliver the oxygen and energy sources needed for the light-producing chemical reaction. The two chemicals involved in the reaction are luciferase and luciferin. Luciferase is an enzyme that catalyzes the oxidation of luciferin. When they mix together, they create a heatless light. They create bioluminescence, which is the production and emission of light by a living organism. Say it. Now, how do fish light up? Who's with me? Again, a wise man can play a fool, but a fool can't play wise. You guys don't even know what to say, huh? Just say, Dr. Fish. You guys are going to learn about photophores and bioluminescence. Get excited for it. Dr. Fish was going on about bioluminescence. Yeah, that's why I like it too, because look at my ass and shit, it lights up. See, if my ass lit up, that means I would have been a terrestrial organism. I would have been a firefly or a lightning bug. Terrestrial means of or relating to the earth or its inhabitants, living or growing on land, earthly, worldly. Say it. Bioluminescence, Dr. Fish. I should be working for NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Excuse me, I got indigestion. Who's out there with me? You guys want some? Photophores are usually cup-shaped and may have elaborate focus. You understand? Photographic memory. Grass is green because of chlorophyll A. Photosynthesis is a biochemical process that uses light-absorbing pigments such as chlorophyll to capture energy from the sun. Photosynthesis happens in the light reaction, Dr. Fish. You know how many species of grass there are? Grass is actually classified as a weed. Say it. Ironic, isn't it? Always remember that. Even if you're on a boat and stuff and you're in the middle of the ocean, you look, oh, the water looks a little green. Obviously, they have phytoplankton in there that use what? A biochemical process called photosynthesis. It's green because they have chlorophyll A, so that's why the water's green. If it looks a little bluer, it doesn't have a vast concentration of what? Phytoplankton. Say it. They give off half the oxygen you breathe in the world. Get excited for it. And that's why the water will look green. Because photosynthesis has to take place. Remember this stuff. It'll help you. Don't get confused with zooplankton either. They'll try to throw you off. Remember, plankton in Greek means to drift and wonder. Zooplankton, you go to a zoo, you see animals. So we know what is plankton. So when they say zooplankton, you got animals that drift and wonder. Say it. Don't get confused. Just like with ecology and stuff, if you're having trouble starting a fish tank and stuff, learn about an ecosystem. Ecosystem, again, was coined by A.G. Tansley in 1935. It means oikos and logia, meaning a study of the house. When you have that fish tank, you're creating a house. Do you understand? If you're asking questions like that, maybe you shouldn't be putting a tank together. Danny! I had to yell out my door, Danny. I'm sorry about that. One day I opened the door and yelled at it. Somebody was walking by and shouted, Danny! They was like, how are you doing? I was like, I was just going over photophores and bioluminescence. I'm feeling like an endothermic poikilotherm. Maybe I'm a swift-moving pelagic nekton. He didn't know what to fucking say. Like, look at this fucking guy. Yo, does that mean he's endothermic? Remember, tagged species of bluefin tuna can cross the Atlantic Ocean in a little over 2 months. They can swim at speeds excess of 50 miles an hour, even being a continuous swimmer, swimming 5 to 10 miles an hour their whole lives, always swimming in schools and never sleeping. They go across the ocean in something called tuna coffins. A lot of the the Asian culture doesn't like when American chefs touch their fishes. And the deepest, when we were discussing the Atlantic Ocean, that's actually the Sea of Atlas. The deepest point in the Atlantic Ocean is the Puerto Rico Trench, 9,200 meters. In marine biology, the deepest point in the oceans are trenches. For example, a trench is excess of 6,000 meters. Abyssal plains are 3 to 5. I won't discuss the photic zone. Aphotic is a little too advanced for you guys, but that's basically in short. Learn the trenches. Just off the coast of Guam, Challenger Deep, the Mariana Trench, 11,043 meters. It's almost 7 miles deep. It's a lot of pressure. In marine biology, it's called an atmosphere. It's called an ATM. Get excited for it. I used to sleep with them books, man. Literally, for years. Can you guys tell? Can you tell? You get stuck in this East bumblefuck state with this job. Makes no sense. What are you guys up to? Who's my 8 species of bears in the chat? Where's my bears at in the chat? Remember, the largest species out of the 8 species of bears is a Kodiak grizzly bear. You guys use your brain on this app, man. You'll get your subscribers up. You'll cash out every month. Use your intellect. You don't have to use clout. You don't have to be cool. Use your brain and you will cash out. There's a reason I have almost 15,000 subscribers, man. There's a reason, too, I can't pull a chat and stuff sometimes with my peak current is blasted because of the old communities that affiliate me with their illusory. I'm not into that shit. I don't want to talk to the same fucking people every day and everybody picking on somebody and shit. I'm teaching marine biology tonight. You think I'm going to fit in with them? What am I going to talk on their panel with them? How they didn't make no super chats all month? Yeah, I'll be right over, guys. The fuck? What the? Dr. Fish said Dr. Fish got a big ass butt. Remember Buffalo Bill? Would you me? I would me so hard. Would you me? Remember? So what are you guys up to? Who's out there with me? Who's my apex predators in the sea? Who's my sperm whale? Who's my great white shark? And who's my orca? They're the three baddest things that swim in the ocean. You got one that gets the average length of 13 to 16 feet, but can get excess of 20 feet. You got the orca that has the strongest bite in the animal kingdom. I know Google will tell you it's the Nile crocodile, and this marine biologist is telling you it's an orca. It's not even close with the Nile crocodile. And the only reason there's 24 different species of crocodilians, that's why they call them salties, and they classify for membership even in marine biology because a saltwater crocodile is found 600 miles out in the ocean, which qualifies it for membership in marine biology. Just like a polar bear with pack and fast ice, it's unique amongst the 8 different species of bears because of adaptations, characteristics that help an organism survive in its environment or reproduce. You look at its paws, it's going to be bigger because it has to walk on ice and displace its weight. Obviously, its fur is going to be more advanced. Its neck slender. It's called morphological features. This stuff that they're talking at barbecues and stuff about these bears, they need to go to college. Just because you guys got a pair of binoculars or you read a book doesn't make you an expert. It's kind of annoying. Oh, yeah. Where's my buddies at? Let's start another stream. Who's with me? Fastest birds of level flight are ducks and geese. The waterfowl, 170 species. Geese can fly at 52 to 56 miles per hour. Vascular countercurrent heat exchangers are present in their feet. That's why if I was walking my dog right now and I seen them swimming in the lake, they're not getting hypothermia. Again, vascular countercurrent heat exchangers are present in their feet. Pern is excreted from the uropagio gland, waterproofing feathers and giving the tetrapod a protein source. Get excited for it. Actually, when a duck actually dives down, it's like it's wearing a pair of goggles. Get excited for it. Don't pretend with animals. I like talking to people in real life and they start pretending. Intellect. I probably caught more fish in a weekend than a lot of the people I've affiliated out here in a weekend. Probably in their whole lives. In a weekend. Guys like me, in a weekend, if we started on a Friday, by a Monday, it could be at a few hundred. Blood all over me, slimy mucus. Fucking girlfriend gagging in the car. Oh, yeah. Breath down the wrong tube. I got I hate when I aspirate. It's called aspirating. Oh, it's because the esophagus and the trachea are separated by a large epiglottis at the base of the tongue that prevents water from being taken into the lungs accidentally. That shit fucked me up. Can't breathe. Shit got me, boy. Aspiration. I gotta start working out again and shit. That's what I used to look like and shit. That guy right there would break your jaw, guys. He really would. That's when I used to box and shit. You can tell, yo. I used to hit people so hard it'd take a knee too. I remember that shit. That guy right there in that picture would have knocked you the fuck out. I swear he would have. Dr. Fish won't slip. Got the 6'6" all-star with the brown handle cork grip. And I feed them night crawlers. People were asking me the other day, oh, do you go fishing? What you think all the poles is for? Got the fishing vest on and the tackle box by the door? What you think all the poles is for? What you think all the poles is for? Got the fishing vest on and the tackle box by the door. I fucking was coughing, yeah. I breathed in wrong. That's why I like my coffee hot. Dr. Fish won't slip. You know, I don't even talk to my family in real life because they don't even, what are they, waiting for me to call them or something? Like, these guys are fucking horrible, bro. They really are. That's why I don't even talk to them. Fucking horrible. They could die tomorrow. I wouldn't even be at their funeral. It's kind of sad in a way, huh? It's just the way it is. Ain't got no family, son. My family are the fishes. Can you tell? If you've been watching? I'm gonna start another stream and shit. I gotta fucking clickbait a little and I make the chat feel important and shit. Use psychology, I guess. Like I care and shit, you know? And remember, fish cares. And remember, fish cares. Dr. Fish won't slip. I gotta start a new stream.